Please, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. American bastard. American bastard is a term that I made up to describe and define somebody like me and others like me. Pretty much what it means is somebody that immigrated to the United States as a child, as a very young child, between 1 month and 9 years or 6 years, something like that. In my case, 7. But pretty much somebody that came to the United States very young and was fully Americanized, integrated, went to the schools, pop culture, you name it. They know you can't tell the difference between this person and a natural born American citizen. That's what I would define as a American bastard. This American bastard probably looks just like you, talks just like you, comes in a variety of different colors, white, black, Spanish, speaks with that, the Northeast or down South accent, and they have adapted to their geographic location of where they grew up, whether it's the Northeast or the South, West, whatever. Pretty much, they look just like you, talk just like you, and you can't tell the difference between one of them and an actual American citizen, because they have the same values as you. They are American in every way, shape, and form. And the reason for this video is I want to try to bring some attention and light to the grave injustice that's been going on for quite a while, where pretty much, essentially American citizens have been getting by the country they love and being deported to places that they never been or don't even remember. What happened to me is the same thing that's happened to thousands and maybe even hundreds of thousands of essentially Americans that came here when they were children and they were deported to countries that they don't remember, or in some cases never even been, apart from when they were born. It's actually a tragedy what people have to go through. Like, I can speak on my situation. My situation is bad, but it's not the worst that I've heard. I've seen people get sent back to their deaths. It's bad. But my situation, I came to New York when I was 7. When I was 7, from Yugoslavia. My father took me to one of his ex-girlfriends. He fled Yugoslavia because Yugoslavia self-imploded into a bloody fucking shooting yourself in the foot civil war. And so my father, thank God, got myself and him out of there, and we moved to New York. I grew up in New York, upstate New York. Went to school there, friends, kids, married, children, you name it. I lived my whole life there. I had a business, friends, family, you name it. But anyway, after, I went off subject, but pretty much in a nutshell, when I was a child, I got in trouble. And I paid my debt to society and was released. And 20 years later, after I got in trouble, it's 20 years. 20 years later, after I got in trouble, I was picked up and deported for the for something that happened 20 years ago. You know what I mean? After I have, a wife, children, house in the suburbs, truck, business, pretty much you name it, you know what I mean? So they pretty much picked me up and smoked my boots for something that happened 20 years ago when I was a kid. And my situation, it sounds crazy, but my situation, it actually isn't the worst that I've seen or heard. There's people being deported for traffic tickets, for running, well, not traffic tickets, but running red lights. I've seen that one of those, but yeah. So pretty much, I'm doing these videos, I'll do different sections of videos. Like this is about things that happen in immigration. I want to do some videos about how life is out here in Bosnia. Give some perspective to a wide range of social and political issues that plague our country, and compare those to here in the Balkans. Because we as Americans, I pretty much grew up over there, so I always thought, once you leave New York, it's wilderness there. You know what I mean? So now that I'm out here in Europe, I've been blessed to be able to travel, and I've seen 11 countries and lived, bounced around place to place. So I have a different perspective on life, and I can I can compare. I think I can compare things to people back home where they can relate. You know what I mean? Like some of the things we have back home are huge blessings, and some of the things we have home are curses. Some of the things that plague our society, like crime, extreme poverty, school shootings. You name it. Stuff like that, racism, stuff like that. Once you leave America, it's sort of like it's different. It's just way different, and I've gotten to experience some of that. I can share some of these things I've learned with my friends and family back home. So in a nutshell, this is sort of introduction to this YouTube channel I want to do. I'll start it with the day I got picked up, to my time in ICE holding immigration, to my first arrival here, and my travels around these countries, and pretty much my life so far since my exile, from my homeland, my home country, even though it's not my home country. But so I'll start with this journey and expand it to social issues, videos of social issues, and different political perspectives. So I hope you guys enjoy, and this is my introduction. Like, follow, and subscribe.